Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Casual Report episode. Jam, help me. Yes, mate. Something like that, mate. I'm your host JT, joined by Hackney's finest. Jam's in the house. Jam, are you well, mate? Yeah. I was another Jerry tonight and thought he hasn't invaded our privacy, mate. So, just me and thee. What have you been up to, mate? Why were you film? Watching the football? Jedi survivoring. Now, if you were just to like exist in the social space, which is Twitter, you'd sort of think it's a train wreck. What's been your experience? I mean, have you seen the footage or not? This is from what I understand, it's primarily the PC version with the issues. Shock horror, but Wait. Do it now. Talk now.
Well, I couldn't the stream hear me before.
It could hear you, yeah. Ish. We're very low. It's
I think
playing on PS5, it's blown out of proportion. Go on. Carry on.
Yeah, it's probably just blown out of proportion. Like, it is everything negative. One little thing, it's all blown out of proportion.
Yeah. Are you fuming?
No, I'll let all them people cry.
You can let them cry.
It just reminds me of the Greg Miller video. Everyone can. PC gaming's the best. It's the best. You should get a PC. To this, to that. I'm not having any problems with my PS5 that cost a quarter of what your PC did.
I mean, when it works
in the later years of the console, fair enough.
When it works,
exactly.
When everything's optimized, I mean, I don't think you can. I know we take the piss, but I don't think you can. You know what I mean? You're going to say this £300-400 bit of plastic's better than this fucking $2-4 grand colossal monster. No one's going to argue that. But when it comes to optimization,
that's the people for us that I just want to put the disc in and play the game.
Yeah,
I can't be asked drivers and all that. I can't. Just let me play the game.
Yeah. So how far have you got on Jedi?
I've been doing a lot of exploring. I think I'm maybe like 7 hours in ish. 7 maybe.
Right. While we're talking about Jedi, I may as well. They're on the fucking scores on the doors. What have you seen the Metacritic? Have you seen any scores?
I know Jedi's got #1 this week.
That was not what I'm talking about.
I know, but last Metacritic.
You've ruined the chart segment, Jam. Come on.
No, I haven't. I know Metacritic was 85 on pre-release.
Right. 93 reviews. It's gone up 1 from 85 since you last saw it, 86. If I may, I'm just going to read a few. I'm not going to read the user reviews because they're all either 10s or 0. I fucking get on my nerves. People don't know how to fuck it. They go up. Right, no. I'm not going to get started. VGC. One of your favourites. Give it a 5 out of 5, Jam. Which, you know, are you comfortable scoring it yet, or do you need a bit more time?
Probably a bit more time, but it's going to be high scoring.
Yeah,
it's like really cool. Like, there's this point where I think I'm at like the central hub of the game, which is like your base. It's like you're in a frontier.
Yeah.
Have we got a penalty? No, we haven't. It's free kick.
Might as well be a penalty.
The frontier, but you're. The more I'm doing on this planet, because it's a cantina that's owned by the pilot from the first one.
Yeah.
And
the name. What's the name?
You're creating a community.
Right.
And I'm getting like Red Dead vibes from like the area. It's like a Western type thing.
There's a nice foliage in it, right?
Yeah, there's some good foliage in it.
Yeah, nice. Awesome stuff, mate.
It's good. And the combat's just
so
peachy,
good.
mate.
very. Does this make you want to try Souls game or not? Because it's very.
No.
It's not carbon copy or anything, but it's sort of the gist is there.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
No. Mate, if you had a lightsaber, it'd be a different story.
Different. You could try the is it the Surge? Whatever. Moving on. VGC 5 out of 5 says Star Wars Jedi Survivor is Star Wars at its very best. A thrilling adventure with a stellar cast tied together with a smart, expansive combat. And huge new worlds to explore. Performance issues aside, it's easily one of the best Star Wars games ever made, and only makes us want more tales from the adventures of Cal Kestis and BD1.
I'm convinced it's only a matter of time before we see Cal Kestis live in a TV
certain
series.
show with a certain guy with a mask on.
I don't think he'll get his own show, but I think he'll get. I think he'll cameo in something.
Yeah, because the guy that plays Cal, his name eludes me, but he's a very good actor.
It's Mongan. What's his something Mongan?
Yeah, he's in. Believe it or not, he's in US Shameless. I think that's the same guy. He's very good in that as well. But yeah, I mean, he's a very good actor. He could do the live action, like you've seen the video of Mark Hamill with the.
Yes,
you've seen that.
didn't get two lightsabers.
Yeah, it's funny, mate. But yeah, they liked it. Moving on. Gaming. Is that a dingy review? Well, let me get the score because Metacritic fudges the score. Right. Impulse Gamer give it a 4.6, which is a 9.2, which is whatever.
Yeah.
Says as a Star Wars game survivor, some very big boots to fill, and given the lore contained in this universe and fan expectations, I can safely report that it successfully expands on the first game and on the PlayStation 5 delivers a true next-gen experience. This is the PlayStation 5 segment of Metacritic, but you already got that. Blah blah blah. Arsenal have scored. Those that are audio listeners didn't hear that then.
With the I didn't scream on purpose. I didn't
you can
shout.
scream, mate. Don't worry. I get it.
Emoted very quickly.
Yeah. Gift that, mate. Delivers a true next experience. Sure, there are a few slight gameplay glitches here and there. However, as a whole, it is a very polished game from its fine-tuned game mechanics, Star Wars-inspired graphics, wonderful narrative and characters, including the music, sound effects and voice acting. In the end, Respawn Entertainment, who don't miss, by the way. I want to very clear that Respawn do not miss. Right?
Yeah, they're very good.
Draw you into the character of Cal Kestis as soon as you fight a good fight. To keep the dark side at bay, as a long-time Star Wars fan, this is the droid game you're looking for, and yes, Jedi Mind Tricks are totally part of the game. There you go. Moving on.
Did they not put in this is really annoying me. 0.6. Why have they marked it down by 0.4?
No, I know.
Why is it why?
Just give it a 5.
Just or a 4.
Yeah.
And 0.4. Why is it bad? By
what's the difference between What's the difference between 0.1 of anything or nothing? They can review how they want to do it. Like,
it's just weird.
Yeah, at most 10-point scale. I prefer, like a 5 is fine. I know a lot of we've always reviewed movies with a 5-point scale, haven't we? But I don't know, man. Anyway, I'll give you.
It's fair to say, okay, the 0.4 is because of the performance issues, and we know they'll be fixed. Just give it a 5.
Exactly. There's no red review, so I'm just going to review an orange, yellowy one. The Gamer, give it a 70. Is that a 3 or what? Or is it a 7?
It's a 3 and a bit, 3 point.
Probably. Where's the score? 7 out of 10. We'll just call it that. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is everything Star Wars fans will want. It's an excellent story, uses classic Star Wars tropes, musical cues, narrative moments. But if you're not enamoured by a John Williams horn reprise, I love a horn, mate. Right, you know what I'm saying?
Mate, just the ambient music.
Yeah. You know it when you hear it.
You can pick music tracks up in this. I've not listened to them yet.
Mate, you can pick a beard up out of a tress, mate. Don't talk to me about
that. You can.
What will you have?
That's where you get them from.
Exactly, mate. What you have is a decent.
Yours from?
Mate, mine was from a chest down the road, mate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
what you have is a decent adventure game with a brilliant, vibrant, but often annoying open world that you keep being sent back to. That's what annoyed me with the first one. It was annoying to get around. That really lets you think for yourself and often just doesn't quite work properly. For a story so sharp, it's a shame the game gets in the way so often. That as well. I've a lot of people whinging that. Is it this one or was it something else?
You know what it is?
Go on.
3-0.
What? Are you joking?
It's 3-0.
Don't joke about this, mate. It is 3-0.
Like, this is tremendous.
This was always going to happen, mate.
No. I did tell you, we got ball 4 passing.
Yes. Yeah, we are 10 points behind. And
so, this outlet, whoever is marks it down because you might not like the John Williams-esque. No, there's some jingles in there that are prequel.
I mean,
stuff. It's cool.
No, it said if you're not enamoured by a John Williams home reprise. It says that's the quote.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Most people are, but some people have no taste, so it is what it is, mate.
Exactly.
Do you? Biggest Star Wars fan I know recommends a Star Wars game. Shock. Would you recommend this to someone who perhaps didn't play the first one, not really a Star Wars dude, or what?
Yeah, you can actually, because when you go into the menu, there's a recap immediately.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy it when games do that. More games should do that.
You can recap the first game, and it's so good. And I can't remember the last game I played where you're starting a sequel, and you've got all of the stuff you had before. You don't have to relearn stuff. You're learning more.
Does it copy your save, or do you just know it?
No. It's just he's like a fully fledged Jedi.
Right. Okay.
Which that was the journey of the first one, so it's in keeping with the narrative. It doesn't send you back. Goes, he knocked his head, so he can't remember the stuff. You've got to relearn it. Or
I God of War 2
pushing forward more and more.
Was it God of War 2? I think you went through the river Styx and lost all your powers, stuff like that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean that's the lore anyway for that, isn't it?
I mean that.
Realistic.
Yeah, but they sort of used it to take his powers away from him to start again.
Yeah. And
it doesn't matter. Recommended. I'd probably recommend it. I've not played it yet because I've got stuff to do, mate. You know what I mean? John, what else have you been doing apart from playing spaceship nonsense?
I've been hammering Dexter, the TV series.
Really?
Yeah.
How is Dexter in 2023?
Like, it's still so good.
May, by the way.
It's still so good.
Yeah.
Like it's just so good. Like it's I don't know. Like I watched the new one. I watched the new one first because I hadn't seen that, and then I was like, I have to go back. I thought I'll put the first episode of the first season on, and then I'm now on season 6.
Yeah. Right.
It's awesome.
Fucking hell, man. Are you not buzzing?
I am buzzing.
Nice. Have you been doing anything else?
Games-wise, not so much.
Probably Rocket League.
Oh, Sackboy. Yeah, I haven't played. Well, I've played Rocket League twice.
I knew you lied to me then. You played it last night. I saw you.
Yeah, I was playing with Hugh and Renzo. But before that, I've not played in like 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Other than that, with you. So
we rip people's heads off, mate. John, without further ado, then ask me what I've been doing.
You can tell I know what you've been doing. Well, what have you been doing?
Well, I'll go TV shows first. The other day, I was perusing. I got a new telly. I don't know if I told you. No, I'll tell you about my bed first. My beautiful girlfriend ordered a bed, right? I'm like, okay, fair enough.
We didn't have a report last week.
We didn't have a report last week because I don't know if you can see behind me. There's boxes and shit everywhere. There's out of the bedroom, which whatever. Right. Order a bed, buzzing. It's coming last week. Whenever we said this week. Right, yeah. I came home on the Tuesday or Wednesday. I fucked it all off. The old bed was down and fucked off out. You know what I mean? It was like ready to do it, lads. It's one of them Ottoman beds, you know, that.
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm not joking. When we ordered one of them, we got someone else to build it. We got the people that we bought it from to build it because just couldn't be fast.
I mean, I've experienced. Me and you built an Ottoman bed before. I don't know if you remember, Jim.
I do.
My mother's. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I built like 3 of them, like piece of pit. I just fucking get it in, right? Building it, make the outside, and I put the mechanical things on
Yeah,
to
that's
lift
the
the
bit
bed.
I hate with
Yeah.
the hydraulic thing.
So I'm not there. I'm like, this won't fit. I said to Jay that this will not fit on this thing. I'm like, why? Looked at the box and we ordered a king size and they sent a double and the bar wasn't long enough to fit. I was like, for fuck's sake. So I rang them up and I was like, look, you sent me the wrong bit. Sort it out, basically. Like, oh, what I'll do, I have to send you a whole new unit just to swap the... I'm like, for fuck's sake, just send me the fucking box.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just send a whole new lorry out,
Yeah.
but you just need a screw.
Yeah, like the dude was like, "You what?" I'm like, "Just swap us that box, mate." And he went, "Yeah, no worries." And swapped it over. Like, yeah, sound. Packed the screws in the box, which didn't originally belong in that box. So I said, rang him up. I was like, "Mate, I know you've just drove off. I need to meet you somewhere to get the screws out of the fucking box." So I drove 10 minutes down the road. Like, yeah, mate, yes, sound. Got the screws back. Went to the best chicken shop in the world. On the way back, I'm like, yes, mate, this is sick. And then, right, said to Jay, like, well, fucking, let's do it now. Bang. Got there. Got to the part where you put the gas struts, the hydraulic thing, onto the thing. And I said to Jade, I said, where are the gas struts? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? So we turned the house upside down. I'm like, they didn't send it us. I don't remember seeing them. And it's one of the first things you point out. You're like, I need them. I need, like, you can get away without the odd screw, but you need certain things, otherwise it doesn't work. Like, I need that, and I remember that it's not there. So we were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get some off the bay or some fucking random shops. Like, it's coming tomorrow, right? So the bed's going up tomorrow. I'm very happy about it. To be fair, I could have put the bed up and I just put the
yeah, I
thing that
thought
went to company house.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah,
thing.
that's the whole point of that bed, right? But anyway, that's the reason there's no show last week. And I sort of managed to move some stuff around so I can fit in on the computer. But anyway, moving on, what have I done? Right. 2 weeks ago, I was perusing on my new TV, like, let's have a look here. You know, all the fucking shite, like Netflix and Amazon Prime. And I saw a show, Hunters. I don't know if you've seen Hunters at all.
I saw some of the first season.
Yeah, it's fucking mint.
Al Pacino, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, this one, it got sort of delayed by COVID and it took fucking ages, and I'm waiting patiently for it, but I don't open Amazon Prime. And there was no fanfare or anything for this, so season 2 released in January. I'm like, why did no one tell me? Like,
You fuming?
yeah, a little bit, but then I was like, look, we need to watch this show. Like, so I sat Jay down and said, look, you need to watch the whole first season and then we'll go into season 2 straight away. Like, no fucking about. That's what we did. Watched it all. It's marvellous, mate. It's marvellous.
You got a show about hunting Nazis, of course it's going to be fun.
Yeah. What Al Pacino's Misfits gang of ragtag fucking Nazi hunters in 1970s
Are they Jewish
New York.
as well?
They all have Jewish heritage, I'll say.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. I can't even. There's a bit in the second season which is so fucking cool, but I'd have to spoil a lot of the first season to get you there, so I'm not going to bother. But I'm like, that's fucking really cool. But it is what it is. It's really good. It's not. The first season's 10, 11 episodes. The second season's 8 episodes, and it's finished now. I don't know what happened.
I was about to say, do you think they'll get any more?
It's finished. It's confirmed finished. I
mean, if that one flew under the radar,
yeah. Like,
marketing couldn't have been that much.
No one.
That well done.
No one watched it. There was
I knew it was out, but
yeah.
I just didn't think.
It was
it was on like the top bar of Amazon Prime. Just like,
yeah, I don't go on Amazon Prime, so I didn't see it. So I'm like, yeah, but they've sort of left it open so if they wanted to, you know, if it ever develops a cult following, what they say, oh, do you know, we're not finished, let's go back. But they've done it also so they can just tie a knot on it and just leave it. So it is what it is. But if you do too many seasons, you do run the risk of oversaturation, and there's only so many. Like,
I mean, one of them cult classic TV shows.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a cult class. It's definitely a cult. I'm telling you, no one fucking knows what it is. Like, what's that? Oh, that thing on Amazon Prime. Yes, that thing on Amazon Prime. But it's really good. Makes me want to play Wolfenstein, believe it or not. Whatever. Gaming. That's my jam.
Rangers of.
No, I finished that.
Now.
Have we talked? I finished that. Not been on since I finished that, have we?
No.
Finished it. It's. I wouldn't recommend it to you or anything, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, it's proper bounce. I get bouncer vibe from it. Do you know what I mean? That's just like the cheesiest, not horrible, but tongue-in-cheek sort of cheesy fucking cutscenes, and the story's shit. And but you know, gameplay's pretty cool. Sort of like juggle the job system through the hack and slash combat and all that shit. Like, you can be a mage, you can be Black Knight, you can be this, you can be that, and you sort of cross. You can have two equipped at the same time. You can flip
Sounds
between
like
the two.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like it's basically what it is. It's a good prequel for the first Final Fantasy as well. So the first Final Fantasy doesn't do it for you.
Anyway, so what is it? A prequel to the first Final Fantasy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it sort of it does a good job of leading you into that one. So you can do the first Final Fantasy in like 10 hours. Is
it that any characters cross over?
Only the character that the main character.
Oh,
who I shan't spoil, but you already know who it is.
Well, yeah, Final Fantasy 1.
Garland, the bad guy. Sorry, I've spoiled it. I'm sorry.
I know you're not playing it now because you're spoiled it.
I've ruined it for you. No, but yeah, it's not as. I mean, I was playing it on normal. There's 3 difficulty options. Like, normal's pretty tame. There's no trouble.
You didn't have a challenge.
I mean, some of the bosses were a bit like, oh fucking hell, and the Tomberries were a bit bollocks sometimes. But apart from that, I mean, it's pretty straight through. Like, it was very generous, leveling you up and giving your character a lot of powers and all that shit. So, I mean, I can see, like, Chloe was on with the Final Fantasy ranking episode. Fucking hates it. And I get it. Like, I get it. If you know what I mean. If you're into Final Fantasy, you're really looking forward to it.
The favourite one.
They just give you that. I get it, and I wouldn't defend it. If Chloe was sat here now slagging it off, I would not defend it at all, because I get it. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's my side of the coin. I got it for what, 15 quid, PS5 version.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
and physical as well.
Yeah, from game, 20 hours, 15-20 hours of gameplay. Decent. It's one of them. Good. Also, speaking of while we're here, I managed to finally got the Steam version for remake Final Fantasy 7 as well.
It's the same.
Yeah, it is. There's no light. The as far as PC ports go, it's pretty timid and a bit. There's not a lot of options for the graphical settings and things like that, and you can only have like 30, 60, 90 or 120 frames a second. But if you go high, the frames, obviously your resolution's got to come down and all that shit. But I think the sweet spot's 90 frames a second, 2K. It feels nice. But I mean, there's nothing. Like I say, it's the same game. It basically is. But it's another chance to get that platinum or all the trophies on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need to prepare for Rebirth, because I don't know if you know this, chat. When Rebirth comes out, the channel's going into overdrive. You have no idea. You understand this, don't you?
I'll probably have to play it in sync, but
yeah.
I know you'd finish it in a day.
No, I'm telling you now. The second that release date comes out, I'm going straight in that fucking.
Is it?
Doesn't got one yet. Winter. Don't know yet. But winter. Right, when a company says winter, they mean by Christmas. But winter's technically late. Winter, as you know, because you've got a brain, is late December to March. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that gives them a leeway to March. So it is what it is. But you got 16 out next month. Everyone cares. But I mean, yeah. So people know I love 7 Remake a lot.
It is a very good game.
I was thinking about it earlier.
I didn't hold out much hope. And
no, I was the same.
It was a lockdown buy, and I loved it.
Yeah, I remember. Daz was like, "Oh, there's one in Argos. You want it?" I was like, played the demo at that point. I was like, "Oh, go on then." Like, I got, and Mrs. was at the door. She lobbed it through the window. I was like, yes, cheers, mate.
Yeah, he did the same at mine through the letterbox.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm playing it, and I was like, don't want to spoil too much, but the size of the bollocks of Tetsuya Nomura and the writers were just like, because they know when you call the game Final Fantasy VII Remake, they know exactly what people were expecting, and to not. The game delivers, but not delivers that. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? It's just fucking big cojones, mate, and I respect that a lot. But we've plenty of mileage on that later on this year. Also, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC, Future Redeemed. Let's go, baby. Ask me if I'm happy.
Are you
yes,
happy?
I am. Shulk's in the house. Rex is in the house. You've got the children of the characters running around. I assume it's the children of the characters running around everywhere. I've played about 10, 11 hours of it. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. Right.
It's terrible.
No. It's not as chunky as Torna, the Golden Country, which is the Xenoblade 2 DLC. This is basically a new game as well, but that was... You could have sold that for 50 quid, and it would have been like 30, 40 hours of... like, you know...
I do like when the RPGs have the DLC, it's pretty much another game.
Yeah, like, a lot of people say it's basically Xenoblade Chronicles 4. I'm like, yeah. A bit like slimmed down and a bit not as chunky, because Xenoblade games, 150 hours free took me. This take me 20. I'm 20, 25, something like that. From what I mean. I'm on chapter 4 now. Just started chapter 4. There's 5 chapters. So, you imagine 15, 20 hours, something like that. Very good. If the price as well, like, you need the game first, but there's 100, 150 hours there. Then you've got an extra 20 quid on top, which is another... You're getting your bang for your buck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But moving on, we'll talk about that all day, mate. Another one for the Metacritic fucking thingy, Jam. Redfall's out today. Is it today?
No.
It's today or tomorrow? It's okay.
I'm not that interested in
It's hang on, I think it's today. Wait there. What do you think it's sitting at? Today.
64. Oh, I don't know.
What did you say?
64.
Yeah.
Is it? Am I serious?
I've got the links on the doc, mate.
I am a genius.
Did you know that?
No, honestly, didn't know.
There are a lot of issues because on the console it was 30 frames a second and all that shit, which is horrendous. But anyway, this is one of them scores all over the place. You've got 9s, you've got 7s, and you've got 3s and 4s, mate. Which is my kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? I love it when this splits people up. So anyway, what we got here? We got this covered. That's the name of the site. They give it a 90 or a 9 or a 4 out of 5. They say a 4.5 out of 5 or whatever. So with rich, beautiful open worlds, a multitude of weapons and a wide variety of enemies to square off against, Redfall amazes. Players won't regret staking their claims on Arcane's latest masterpiece. Gibbo's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Living the dream. Dreaming about Street Fighter 6. He's nearly there. 4 weeks.
Big Jam is knackered.
Big Jam is knackered, mate.
I went on a 5k run before this, thank you.
5k? Last time I went on a 5k run, mate, I nearly fucking threw up.
It's not nice.
I nearly threw up. Because I'd not moved for about a year. And I was like... I bought some trainers and I just run around the block. Fuck me. Obviously round here as well, everywhere's uphill, so I'm basically a 5k run turns into a 15k run, because do you know what I mean?
You might go buy a mountain boost.
Yeah, I might as well, mate.
Apparently I do from today, Gibbo. Steph was like, you should come running with it, so I did.
I like jogging. It's cool.
I don't. It's the most boring thing on earth.
It is boring.
I need a football in front of me to be able to run. I don't worry about running then.
Yeah.
And I don't know I'm doing it.
Exactly. To Infinite, give it a 6. They say... Is it 6 or a fucking... 3 out of 5?
Couch to 25k.
Says Redfall feels like a victim of a great Game Pass machine, a game with heaps of style and potential that ultimately falls short in core areas like story, mission variety, and technical performance. Can't help shake the feeling development may have been rushed in order to fill a gap in the subscription service's exclusive release schedule. Its fun in parts and its wider potential occasionally manages to shine through, but it ultimately serves as another reminder that Microsoft's first-party offerings are lagging behind. That's the gist.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which is like, you go on.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Just come and run into my house. I'll invite you in.
That'd be funny, mate. And Hey Poor Player, which is the name of the site, give it a 4. It said, between the half-baked gameplay loops, repetitive open world busy work, and shockingly poor optimization, Redfall feels like a title that's still in alpha. Never mind a product that's supposed to represent a flagship release.
I've not even looked at it, really. I can't even remember seeing the
It's one
trailer
of
or
them.
anything.
I get Anthem vibes a bit, because you've got a team which is like renowned for doing like linear story driven games like Dishonored and like Prey and Deathloop and shit, and you've given them, basically telling them to make a Borderlands. Do you know what I mean?
Redfall, Gibbo.
Gimp. Anyway, enough nonsense, James. Should we crack on?
Let's get cracking.
Cracker lacking, he says. 30 minutes into the show. Jam, you'll never guess what's number 1 in the charts today.
Is it Jedi Survivor?
You'll never get. Oh, you fucking hell,
It's
you
a
guessed.
wild stab in the jaw.
Is it?
Dog.
Right. Okay. From number 10, Resi 4 Remake. Number 9, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Number 8, Minecraft Legends. Number 7, Minecraft for Switch. Number 6, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 5, Hogwarts Legacy. Number 4, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 3, FIFA 2's Dead Island 2. And 1 is the spaceship nonsense you like, James.
I think NS bought both of them, by the way. Did
he actually?
Yeah.
No new. One new entry, I should say. Number 1. Dead Island 2 is 45% drop week on week, which is good for. Excuse me for just a second. Is that okay? Thank you.
Go and see to Finn.
Thank you.
I got it on PS5.
Yeah, everyone, what's up? Sorry about that. I don't know if you could you hear Finn Jam on the.
When you said, "Can you bear me for a second?" Then I noticed. I didn't really notice before.
Right, okay. He was getting a bit fuming.
Look at him. He's looking at you like, "Who's this?"
Who's this freaking? He was getting a bit fuming because he was trying to get the cat, and his man wouldn't let him get the cat. So he's getting a bit. He's calling about properly now, like proper, like just razzing around like a crap.
Look at me. His head's proper like this now.
Yeah, he's proper like. If I put him down, he could crawl to bed, like.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and he proper chases Izzy round. and he gets fuming when because he's quite rough. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just like cat.
Yeah.
And he gets quite
treating the cat like the Dark Souls boss.
Basically, isn't it, mate? It's you. Look, you're on the biggest show on the internet, mate. Say hi. Say, where's my royalty check, Dad? I'll give you 20p, mate. Don't worry.
He's looking around your room going, where are the good games?
No, he's looking around my room saying, there's no shite in here like this at Jam's house. No.
So he comes in here like, this is proper games.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of my lad, he's one on Tuesday next week, so...
He is.
Obviously, the show won't be on Tuesday next week. If there is one, it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, probably not Friday.
I won't be here, remember?
Yeah, you're not here, so I might just stream a game for an hour or so. Or there'll be something up on YouTube or something.
Well, I won't do like I did last year when I was in Spain. Come on, but I've been a completely different continent.
You'll be
and
you know, the birds and the bees, mate. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll be with fish.
Well,
am I not going like snorkeling with sharks and turtles, mate? So we've got a catamaran booked for a day.
For those that don't know.
So it's got a bottomless booze.
Oh, mate, that's all you needed to say.
It's not why I'm not going for that. Steph's going to get smashed.
I'm diving off. No doubt about it.
Off the edge of that. I'm swimming.
No doubt about it, mate.
I can't wait. I've got my GoPro, so if I get eaten by a shark, at least everyone gets to watch it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
It'll float to the top, and the surface got a floaty thing for it. It'll be fine.
Exactly. Anyway, Jam charts, mate. What was it? Dead Island 2, 45% down week on week. Well, Jedi Survivor, higher retail price over its predecessor, and it is results was down revenue was only down 19%, but the sales were down. Where is it? 35%, but because Jedi Survivor's higher money, the revenue not as hard a hit. That surprises you?
Yeah. Because
I can't go anywhere on the internet or down any. There's all the bosses and everything. They've all got this shit on it. You know what I mean? And I didn't think Dead Island would do as well as it has. To be fair, no.
Because I don't know. I thought it was coming out, and then it wasn't. They killed it again, then boom, here it is. And then a few months later, there it is, released.
There you go.
So usually there's like a slow build of hype, and a new one's coming, but then they've killed this one, then brought it back. So I don't know if people just want. But obviously, it's done really well. Fair enough. But I honestly, my opinion, I didn't even like the first one.
I don't like the first one either. But I think the line's crossed there. That like money in that was for Star Wars. The revenue down and
from
35% lower sales, but because the game was more expensive, there's only 19% down revenue. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Are you surprised at that?
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. You're itching to go back and get on it, mate. 82%.
One thing that might make you buy the game.
Go on.
You can have a ping lightsaber immediately.
Immediately? I don't have to ask about this time. Do you know how much I asked about I had to do on the first one?
No, you get all again because essentially you've
got all your shit back.
The only things you don't have is like your materials for lightsabers. You can find them again. But he's obviously upgraded his lightsaber. His lightsaber isn't all cut off with the wires hanging out anymore.
No, you don't give a shit, mate.
And BD's customization is better as well. I made mine look like R2D2.
That's cool. 82% PS5. Does that surprise you?
82%
PS5
sales?
Yeah. 18% on
over
Xbox.
PC and Xbox?
There's not a physical version on PC, is there? So it's just over Xbox. So I imagine the split would be a bit less if the digital sales come in a bit later on.
Here's the thing though, so give it a year or so, that's going to be on Game Pass. A lot of people just might wait for it.
When EA play, when EA play on it. So. Naturally, that's I've got to try and buy it though, because I do like the Jedi series. We'll see how it is, mate. Still, I've got to buy 2 copies of Zelda next week. Don't forget, because I ain't sharing, mate.
Why not?
Are you mad? Imagine that. You have half an hour and I'll have half an hour. Like bollocks, mate.
You both be seeing the same thing over and over again.
What we're gonna do? We're just gonna buy 2 copies, and then when we've sort of fizzled out a bit, I'm gonna trade. But when we're both sort of not playing at the same time, we've sort of had a time with it. Got to trade one in. Got to trade one in for the next game, or whatever it may be. Likely Final Fantasy 16 at this point. Probably might be Street Fighter. Might be.
I do have to buy a new game this coming week.
You have to.
Yeah, I've not bought it yet.
Is it Advance Wars, mate?
Yes, it is. I'm saving it for a special occasion. So Metroid Prime and Advance Wars are my games to be playing whilst I'm away.
Whilst you're honeymooning.
Whilst I'm honeymooning, Steph's getting smashed, so I'm playing Metroid Prime. And I'll have a good time with it.
There's a joke there somewhere, but I'll leave you to it, mate. FIFA 23 has a 3% sales increase. Mario Kart 8 is a 3% sales drop. Hogwarts Legacy top 5, 12% sales improvement. So, business as usual. And obviously there's a few Mario games in there. You assume because people have watched the film and gone, I want to play Mario now.
Yeah,
because it doesn't boost it. Like, people are like, oh, where's the Mario game coming out? I doesn't fucking need it, mate. It doesn't.
The Mario Bros movie, the game.
Yeah, there you go. Play that. Jam. Moving on. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stories today. 5.5. First one. It's happened again, Jam. A Nintendo game has leaked.
Has it?
It has. If you can go on, I wouldn't advise you to do this at all. But if you were to go on perhaps a popular streaming sort of platform and type in the name of the new Zelda game, perhaps you'd find somebody streaming the opening couple of hours.
Oh, I thought you meant like a new game that's just been announced, like it did pre. Oh, okay.
Tears of the Kingdom has unfortunately it's out in the wild.
Nintendo will literally ruin that person's life. What's the point for a few hours of streaming it?
Yeah. Like they go fucking down, mate.
Get their 5 minutes of fame and then they're just forgotten when the game comes out. And Nintendo will be in their pockets for the rest of their life, probably.
He's fuming. Sorry.
They did that to a guy, didn't they?
Yes. Was it Smash Brothers? The first one. I'll take him back. I'm just going to take him back to his mother because he's getting fuming. Won't be a second.
Okay. He's fuming because you're his dad.
He's fuming because you're a kid, mate.
No, he's fuming because you are his dad. He'd be buzzing if he was here watching Arsenal play Chelsea. I know you can hear me still. It's kicked off again if you haven't noticed. Let's give you a run and commentary. Leandro Trossard has just dropped the ball from a throw-in. Big events right now. I don't know. He's not done anything. But winning 3-0 though, so that's good. After a terrible last 4 games. What was that? It's hard for me to multitask, like talk and watch football. I rarely get to watch football, but I'm definitely not paying for it. This is legal though, don't worry. Family members' Sky account on Sky Go, so I have to watch it on my phone.
Hey, stop breaking the law, please.
It's Yaku's account, he let me have it.
No, we didn't. Anyway,
yes,
Jam, are you still winning like 10-0 or whatever?
Yeah, it might as well be 10-0.
Might as well be 10-0.
-7.
Right. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. Just mute all the words on Twitter. Just try and be a bit precautious when you go on that internet.
I'm not asked if I watched it or saw it, but if it was something I was asked about, I'd still be pretty upset about it.
It's a shame.
I want to be. My mind wants to be blown at that point. I don't want it pre-blown.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the trailers and things. I get the gist of where it's going, but I'd want to. Like, I'm really looking forward to me and Jade just chilling 2 TVs again, just in. Do you know what I mean? Ordered 2 copies, Amazon, mate. Bang, bang, bang. But it is what it is. I'm hoping they send like 10 and I can sell them on eBay.
You're hoping they send like 10?
Yeah. That happens. Have you seen people do that? Like, oh, I've just ordered one and all this come. I'm like, okay. No, you didn't.
Why can't that happen to me? Actually, it's happened to me once.
What has?
I got I ordered Street Fighter Mad Catz fight stick, the like standard edition one.
And you got the super sexy one.
They sent me like the super sexy edition of that. They're like, we can cancel it if you want. It's 4-0. It might not be 4-0.
Why might not it be 4-0?
It was cleared off a line.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like, oh, we can change it for you if you want to, or you can just have this one. It's like, yes, I'll just have the super sexy edition. Thank you very much.
Like, did you charge you for it, or did you just like?
No. They literally phoned me up saying we accidentally misshipped you the good one, the far better one. But then they said I can keep it if I want to, or change it for the one I ordered. Like, I'll just keep the
suppose them paying the post to send it back and then sending you probably just cheaper for you just to have it.
They would have forwarded the bill, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. On their end, it probably
I think
cheaper.
at the time it was like, I think it was like a 230 quid fight stick, maybe even one. I don't know.
Just probably just a gesture.
I ordered an £80 one,
mate. It's like Amazon. Like most of the time, Amazon's just like, oh, fucking keep it.
Yeah,
like, this thing's broke.
Like,
it doesn't fucking matter. Like it'll cost them too much money for them to have it. If it's like obviously it's expensive. Oh, by the way, Amazon, there's a hard drive sale on Amazon if you're interested. If anyone's interested, like we're talking.
Go Gibbo for that, mate.
Talking but we're talking 40% off, M.2s and things. So you know. But anyway, Jam, real news. 26th of April last week, the CMA came to the decision. CMA, obviously the UK body of the Competition and Markets Authority, which is they keep the peace. Well, it's not keep the peace. They make sure
competition is fair.
Yeah, and they decided to block the the sale. Sorry, I should say Microsoft and Activision. Prevented to protect innovation and choice in not what you think. Have you seen you've seen the story? Obviously, it's been a week or so.
I've seen they blocked the acquisition.
Not because of the market lead or whatever that Sony's going to have. It's nothing to do with Sony or PlayStation at all. The concern is cloud gaming, which is really weird. Imagine and obviously the ironic thing is, if Google Stadia was still about, they'd probably gone through.
Yeah, actually, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm reading from gov.uk, which is a website I'd never thought I'd read off when we started the show many moons ago. But here we are. It says CMA presented Microsoft's proposal purchase of Activision over concerns the deal would alter the future of the fast-growing cloud gaming market. Cloud gaming's fuck all now, but you imagine as things start to get competitive, internet speeds start to get quicker, and it'll never be as immediate as like a button press, like downloaded, for example, or on a disc or whatever. But you know what I mean. Like there's always that bit of a latency when you're playing in the cloud. But obviously, as internet speeds get quicker, that will shrink. You imagine it will never be perfect.
I'm not a huge fan. I can't.
You love cloud gaming, mate. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
You love cloud gaming.
Well, I've never played. I don't think I've played a cloud game.
You have.
When?
You must have. Ask me if I have.
I never streamed one from my PS Plus. Like the cloud, you can stream the PS3 games. Tell a lie. No, I haven't. It was Puzzle Fighter, the PS3.
How was that?
It was this basic 2D puzzle thing.
How was it when you were playing it? Did you notice like in the menu or whatever, was it like a...
when I first booted it up, yeah, but after that it was fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just going to briefly go over this, but this goes deep. Like, deep. So, cloud gaming concerns. Are you ready? Put your feet up, mate. The UK cloud gaming market is growing fast. Monthly active users in the UK more than tripled from the start of 2021 to the end of 2022. What? So 1 to 3. 1 to 3, mate. Yep. But I'm just joking aside, tripling is
It's still a lot, isn't it?
it's going on. Yeah, it's going that direction. It worries me greatly. It's forecast to be worth up to 11 billion globally pounds and 1 billion in the UK by 2026. By the way, comparison, sales of recorded music in the UK in 2021 amounted to 1.1 billion. So we're getting there. That's what they forecast, and that's where their concern is. They'll have too much of a grasp on it with Game Pass and the cloud and all that shit. Microsoft has a strong position in cloud gaming services, and the evidence available to the CMA show that Microsoft will find it commercially beneficial to make Activision games exclusive to its own gaming service, even though they've gone out of the way to put it on Nvidia's thing. And there's another.
I've got Nvidia. I've got some gaming things that still exist.
That was really good. That was pretty cool. Do you remember my MacBook Pro?
I do.
I mean, I played Next Machina on it. Obviously, it doesn't work on a Mac, but played it through the cloud, and it was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was great. It was, that was cool. I remember that was in 2012. It wasn't 2012. What the fuck am I
It was
about?
definitely not 2012.
When did Next Machina come out? 2017. No. 2018. Yeah, it's about 2019 or so. I'm talking shit 2012. I'm sorry, because I had one before. Microsoft already accounts for an estimated 60-70% of global cloud gaming services, and has other important strengths in cloud gaming from owning Xbox, leading PC operating Windows, and a global cloud computing infrastructure, Azure, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Which, I mean, it's fair enough. What was your first reaction when it was like, oh, it's not because Call of Duty's not going to be on PlayStation, even though they've sort of offered it many times, but
it's going to be on Nintendo, isn't it?
Exactly. Nintendo don't give a fuck, mate. They're like, yeah, whatever. We'll just keep getting our Pokemon and Mario money over here, mate. You do what the fuck you like.
I genuinely thought it would be blocked because of that. Because of it, then if it's just you can only play it on a Microsoft device, then they can charge whatever they want.
Charge whatever you want for Call of Duty, the biggest game in the world.
Because that's the only place you can buy it, so charge whatever you want or don't have it. So that stopped. That'd be like bad under competition law. But I didn't think it'd be this cloud gaming nonsense.
Yeah, no. I genuinely thought it was going to go through. I didn't even fucking. It wouldn't even in my
mind. I thought it just
mind.
go straight through anyway.
I'm like, yeah, like I say, if it wasn't going to go through, I wouldn't have thought would have been this. But maybe out of touch with cloud gaming clearly, because it's obviously enough to raise a few eyebrows. Microsoft obviously can appeal for it, so we're gonna.
They'll appeal. They'll get it.
Us podcast YouTubers are going to get some mileage out of this. Yeah, don't you lot worry. Yeah, we'll take this to the fucking bank.
The worst part of this are the fanboys who really get some mind.
It's like, Jam. It's like, are you CEO? And why do you care? Are you on the board? Are you a member of the board? Then why do you care?
Oh, we're gonna get Call of Duty exclusive. So it's not a good thing for you or the PlayStation owners, or vice versa. It means you're giving them more money, and you're literally open on the internet saying you're happy about it.
I get people have a preference, and I'm cool with that. Like,
having a preference cool is fine, but
like I will probably always have an Android phone until whatever something happens or whatever. But I'm due a phone in September. I'm probably gonna go get an Android one. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not gonna be like,
stick with what you know, innit?
I'm always like, Android have fucking made all this money. I'm not going to get any of it. Why do I care?
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Right, whatever. Right, moving on. The deal would reinforce Microsoft's advantage in the market by giving it control over important gaming content such as Call of Duty, Overwatch, and World of Warcraft. They're two other things as well which don't get enough credit for being big, and they've got a lot of fans. I know you like Overwatch a lot, Jam, but
I literally don't care about
World of Warcraft's massive. Like, it's not as big as it was. But it's massive, and Overwatch massive. You know, add to that Call of Duty as well. 3 huge IPs there. You've got Diablo as well, which is going to be Diablo 4 is going to be massive as well. And that would have been potentially an exclusive, but he probably missed the boat on that. The cloud allows UK gamers to avoid buying expensive gaming consoles and PCs. Blah 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 blah. They've got a few bullet points further down. It says Microsoft's proposal contained a number of significant shortcomings connected with the growing and fast-moving nature of cloud gaming services. I think this is where Microsoft sort of hit the post a bit. They sort of concentrated too much on getting across the point of no, Call of Duty will be on PlayStation for 10 years, and then we'll look to renew it every 10 years, and it'll be on this and it'll be on that and be on that. I don't think
that's fair enough.
Yeah, and I don't think Microsoft I don't think even themselves knew how significant cloud gaming would be. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
does that make sense?
It's the future, isn't it? It's the future.
Unfortunately, Jam. Yes.
Unfortunately, it is.
I do think we'll be sat there, even in 50 years, sat on a couch with a controller playing games. But I do think perhaps we'll be through the cloud or
It's an app on your TV.
Mm-hmm. So it did not sufficiently cover different cloud gaming service business models, including multi-game subscription services. It was not sufficiently open to providers who might wish to offer versions of games on PC operating systems other than Windows. It would standardise the terms and conditions on which games are available, as opposed to them being determined by the dynamism. Sorry for my poor English there. And creativity of competition in the market, as would be expected in the absence of the merger. So basically what they're saying is they're going to run up... Basically, right, they'd have a monopoly on their hands if they're not careful, is what they're getting at there.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes on a bit more, but that's the gist of the article from Gov. I mean, as a multi-platform gamer, it doesn't affect me at all. But the last thing I want to see is a monopoly and people run away with things and having to pay. Like, you know me very well. You know I love Gears of War a lot. Gears 6, that comes out when it's through the roof. I'd have no choice. I won't have a choice anyway because it's Microsoft exclusive. But that's the kind of thing.
You have the choice of not having it or paying lots of money for it.
Yeah, and as someone who, I genuinely mean it when I say this, I want all my games on whatever screen I fucking go to. Do you know what I mean? That's the dream. What if it's on if it's on like a handheld or a TV or come in the office on the computer? I can just like I would Netflix. Just come on, bang, away we go. Which is what, to be fair to Microsoft, what they do quite well. Like playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, I was up and downstairs like pick up from. On the PC, no worries downstairs on the
your Xbox downstairs.
Yeah, I'd have it like saved down there and the save it sync in the cloud. Obviously,
that's the dream.
Yeah, obviously quite a lot of versions of like older-ish but newer-ish versions of Xbox games have like a Windows version which isn't the same as the Xbox version, so the save doesn't sync to the cloud or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But the dream for me, it's like I'm sure you're the same. You want to sit downstairs and just.
It will be a thing eventually.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
And I know fucking exclusives push fucking competition, which is good for the. I get it, right? But I just want to be able to do whatever I want. I want to be able to play it. I know that's old man shouting at a cloud from me. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Right, moving on, because we'll talk about this merger all day, John. Do you know what I mean? If we're not careful.
You're buzzing for it.
I am a bit. There was a trailer dropped last week, Jam. I don't know if you saw it. You did because I sent it to you and you watched it. It was on 5 days ago. What date was that, Jam? 28th-ish? 27th. Beg your pardon.
Hang on, it's 5 days old and I only saw it yesterday.
Did you?
When you sent it to me. Is this the trailer we're on about?
Big robots.
Oh, no, I'm a goal once.
Yeah.
Oh, Chelsea have scored.
Oh dear.
Fuming.
Oh dear. Right, this would be Frank Lampard's 6th loss out of 6, by the way. Back in Chelsea.
We'll probably lose.
He's a nice guy, but he's a shit manager. Right, moving on.
He is.
I would call City. Did you watch it? Have you seen the trailer?
I did not.
No.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, so we're going to watch a bit now. Then, if you've not seen it, is that okay?
No, it's on my screen here.
Okay, let me just. I know what's going to happen here now. I've not got the. There it is, lads. Right, there it is. Boom. Sorry. There you go.
Well,
when was the last time you played another core game? Was it 4 or 5? 3.
No, it wasn't that recent.
Is it 1 or 2?
PS1.
Yeah. See, the thing
1
is,
or 2, yeah.
when I was watching this,
Handler Walter verified.
like, I didn't hate. What's that fucking game called?
Control device.
John, what was that game called?
I don't
The
know.
one on Switch, which was like, it was very red.
Oh,
Daemon X Machina. Daemon X Machina. Yeah. I see
No, it's terrible.
the DNA of that in this combat of this trailer, but this has done so much. But I obviously not played Armored Core 6 yet, but it's obviously done so much better. And I'm not going to watch the whole trailer because we'll get slapped in the head. But like, I've this as a lover of like mechs and, you know, Armored Core itself and Zone of the Enders, for example, this does it for me. Do you know what I mean?
This does look sick.
And I'm very, very, very interested to see what an Armored Core game is going to be post the Souls fucking phenomenon. Do you know what I mean? So Armored Core 5 was the last one that was just on the precipice of like Demon Souls and Dark Souls has just got in the limelight and just got massive. But I think I missed the boat. I'm very interested to see. I'm sure you are as well. To how they sort of, they say they're going to sit to Armored Core's root and soul and stuff.
That was a fun part of it.
Pun intended, mate. So they're going to be mission structures and all that shit, not like an open world bollocks. It's going to be
That's
like,
what I prefer.
yeah, of course. And it's out very soon. It's out in August, which took everyone by surprise because it feels like it only just got announced.
Yeah.
But I can fuck with this, mate. Like you drop a 25th of August, you drop a trailer, you release it within 6 months or a year. I can deal with that. Not this fucking.
This has been cooking for a while.
Yeah. Not 5 years and not announce it 5 years later it's out. I can't be arsed with that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Just keep it cooking, mate. So from the brief gameplay that you saw there, are you interested?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a very sexy premium edition as well. Nice figure on it. I'm going to put it on screen. I don't know if you can see that, Jim.
Much as I like it, I probably won't get the sexy edition. I will in a second in the catch up. Actually, that's really sick.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Oh god, sorry.
Bandai Namco as well.
Yes, mate. Is Miyazaki directing it? I think he is. I gotta check. I'm sorry, everyone. How much cost 6? Oh god.
Miyazaki.
I think it is.
Not like Spirited Away Miyazaki.
What do you think, Jam? It isn't. It's Masaru Yamamura. I probably fucked that up. I'm sorry, mate. They're not. No, the Dark Souls, the Souls guy, Jam. His name's Miyazaki, as well.
Okay. I didn't know how to.
I can see the confusion there, mate. But August 25th. Let me know if you're interested. We're all fucking buzzing, mate. I'd love to see like a beefier trailer. There's a lot of story nods in that as well. Jam, some bad news, mate.
What's that?
Switch version of Midnight Suns has been canned. Tom Ivan.
Has it?
Yeah, Tom Ivan from
BGC. Why? I thought that was going to be a streaming thing as well.
Probably, mate.
Best hope.
Yes, mate. Switch version of Marvel's Midnight Suns cancelled as the game is dated for Xbox One and PS4. So it's on. I didn't even know it wasn't out for that. I thought it was just out for everything. Title is coming to last gen consoles next week alongside its final post-launch DLC. Does that ever interest you? Like a XCOM Marvel? No. I mean, look,
Grant's been playing it. He said he enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looks great, but that's one of them. I'm not rushing to get it. Do you know what I mean? But it's apparently it's really, really good. Everyone who played it said, "Oh yeah, this is really cool." It's just not your your big hitter sort of action bollocks. It's more methodical sort of structure. The last gem will be released digitally May 11th. No plans for physical. Sorry, Jam. The Nintendo Switch version of Marvel's Midnight Suns will no longer be offered as part of the updated plans. Don't know why. That's the perfect Switch game. I say perfect Switch game. Ideal for Switch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be. Well, we've got Raven Rabbids or whatever it is, haven't we?
Exactly. So we'll just have that, mate. And
XCOM.
Exactly. Moving on again. Jam. Star Wars nonsense is coming to Rocket League. Have you seen it?
I have.
Are you happy about
Send
this?
it to me. I didn't know about it. Yeah, it looks sick.
It can't be the first you've heard of it, mate.
Nope. It was I mean, this is how out of touch Rocket League I am lately. You sent this to me and I saw it. This is the first time I've seen it.
Whoever tagged you in it, right?
You tagged me in it, yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing special. It's just a few skins and...
Few skins that I'm buying, mate.
Yeah. There's no goal explosion or anything, is there?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame.
It'd be cool if there's sound effects. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like
it comes with it.
Like the boost is just a vroom, vroom, vroom. 4th of May, that's out. Shock horror. Happy Star Wars Day for Thursday, everybody. And move on one more time. Just got the Microsoft Game Pass games. Fuga 2, Melodies of Steel, Ravenlock, Shadowrun Trilogy, and Weird West Definitive Edition. Quiet week, month, 2 weeks, whatever. Redfall's out today on Game Pass. There it is. Confirmation. What's that? Ravenlock. Action-packed fairy tale adventure by Coco Cucumber.
It looks like Dark Little Big Planet.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is it? Following the mirror, blah blah blah. I'll get a trailer for that in a second. Weird West. This game looks a bit weird, but it looks cool at the same time. It's like a visual novel sort of thing, but not as... I don't know, man, but it looks cool. It's May 11th, that's out. Shadowrun Trilogy, Shadowrun's really cool. And Weird West is out May 8th. Let me just get a trailer for Ravenlock. Give me a second, I'm very interested in that, mate. Because you know exactly what's going to happen if it's that kind of game, John. Do you know what I mean?
And what now?
You know what I'm saying? No. No? Okay. Let's put it on the screen for you. 2 secs.
Oh, this looks... Actually, was pretty cool.
Yeah. I can fuck with that.
It definitely doesn't look like Little Big Planet now, but that image did.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it does, actually. Like this bird does.
Yeah, I get Zelda vibes as well, but obviously you can't release that the week Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Do you know what I mean?
Get destroyed.
Yeah. Anything there take your fancy? It's a bit quiet even for me, that. I'm a big...
I don't have Xbox Game Pass anymore, do I?
That's what I'm saying. Is there anything if you did?
Nothing to tempt me back, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks interesting, it looks good, but that's as far as it is for me,
yeah.
probably.
Have you seen the new Gran Turismo trailer?
Oh, for the film?
Yeah.
No.
There's David Harbour.
If you miss a line in the game, you reset. If you miss it on the track, you could die.
Ooh. Neil Blomkamp as well, home of District 9 fame. Why can't I remember the guy? Orlando Bloom is in it. Based on a true story apparently as well.
They just stuck the Gran Turismo logo on.
Yeah. It is what it is, mate. You fancy that film?
I'm not a car person.
Never mind.
I mean, obviously I missed the PlayStation, but...
You missed the PlayStation. Still, get over it.
I'd be intrigued.
Yes, mate.
But much like when it's car film or car stuff, I want to watch your films. It has to, it's much like my football games.
It'll be over the top.
And stupid.
Over the top, mate.
Fast and Furious films I can sit and watch. They're nonsense. But it's just easy to watch, isn't it?
Like a 50-mile runway or whatever it was, and that fast. I can't fucking remember. I don't watch the Fast and Furious since like Fast 5 or whatever it was.
Fast 5's great.
Was it Fast 4?
Now they go into space in cars, so that was a...
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Alright, Jam. That's all I've got today, mate. Anything? Unpopular opinions? Forgotten gems?
Not I can think of.
No. Now, do you want a forgotten gem? Or do you want?
When's June the 2nd is a good question.
It's in a month, mate.
Is it now?
It is now.
Can't it just be now?
Do you want a forgotten gem, or do you want me to do a random question generator again?
As in Gibbo. Oh, I need to ask Scotty.
What do you need?
Sorry, what? To see if we to see if we get together at mine or something.
Yeah.
On the 3rd. Or
Yeah.
the 2nd, whatever.
Do you want a random question, or do you want a forgotten gem?
Do a random question. I always like them.
Okay. What is your theme song?
What's your theme song?
Yeah.
All the face, mate.
The other face. Mine is the theme for this. The doom bum bum
Oh, yeah,
boom boom boom.
It's
What's
Hugh
it called?
Williams.
Feel the funk.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Willie Williams, mate.
No, that's the only one I could think of straight away. I've not really thought of a theme tune, but all the face. When people talk to me about film music, that's always there.
Have you ever saved someone's life?
Don't think so.
I don't think I have either. Maybe talked to might have when they're down, but never.
Yeah, maybe, but you don't know.
Yeah. There's like 3 questions in this. It's fucking funny. What fictional place would you most like to go?
That's a good question.
Is it on like on the nose? Is it like on your nose?
No place I'd like to go. Yeah, I've got a few answers. I'm not going to say anything for Star Wars because that's obvious. There's bare places in Star Wars.
Where would it be in Star Wars? One place is it Tatooine?
No, that's
Where?
just that. I don't know, but like Naboo or something like that.
What's the place where Darth Maul's from?
Dathomir.
That place is mental, mate.
Yeah.
Go on, lay it on me.
The oh my god, what's it called?
Is that good? You can't remember the name of it.
Oh no, I can't remember the name of the film.
What's the place called? I'll tell you the film.
It's not a place. It's Earth, but it's a dystopian future Earth.
Who's in it?
Blade Runner.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, I just love to like Blade Runner 2049. Like, it's just sick. Like walk around that. That
would be cool.
Yeah.
Viridian City, mate.
In Pokemon.
Pokemons, yeah. Where else? I'd say near, but no. I'd just fucking die.
Not Midgar. It's a bit of a mess.
Midgar does look nice. It's a fucking stinker, mate, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Nash from 6. Well, you're getting bombed from. Okay. No, yeah, Viridian City. Right, one more question. No, I know the answer to that one.
Chaps is gay bar.
What's your favourite book?
It's not fictional though, is it? Pardon?
What's your favourite book?
Favourite book? This is going to be very childish because I haven't read books in years. Probably, and I remember really enjoying this, George's Marvellous Medicine.
Yeah. No, man.
Probably different now, they've edited it all.
Yeah, probably, mate.
Yours is Ready Player One.
I've actually got an answer to this one. Maybe Ready Player One. For like more recent kind of books. We'll go with that. What bends your mind every time you think about it? I have an answer to this straight away.
I do too.
Go on.
Oh, you go.
The butterfly effect. Not the film. The thing. The butterfly effect.
Yeah,
so,
like a ripple.
Yeah, for those that don't, the butterfly effect in the sense of like, for example, yeah, if I I always think about this all the time. I always think my life would be so much different if I'd have gone, yeah, I'll take that. So when I was at a supermarket, one of the other supermarkets offered me a job, and I was like, I can't be arsed fuck about. You know, I was like, I can't be fucked. And then after that point, I sort of met my friends through the supermarket, even you to a certain extent. I like if I went to the other supermarket, I don't think I'd be in our Discord now. I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And I'd, fuck, man. Like we would have
like
met.
a very a simple-ish decision.
Yeah, like
would have changed everything.
So I probably wouldn't be in Huddersfield at the minute. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really strange to think that that one. I just throw the hat. That's like, can't be arsed. No, you're okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I just can't be arsed. It's probably more money, but I don't care. What's yours, mate?
Like space. Like the universe is supposedly endless.
Yeah.
And it baffles me, and it really annoys me to know we probably won't.
In our lifetime, won't know. Yeah.
We won't. We will probably never know. We can't fathom that time is endless because we have a beginning and an end. How is time endless? I always think that something always has to have a beginning. Yes, planets have a beginning. Billions alive, billions of years. Then it goes. How did that come about then? How did that come about? Yeah, it just pops in my mind.
Yeah. Hi, Chloe. Okay.
What's up, Chloe? And also, there's one where time travel is possible, but not like in inventing a time machine. It's theoretically possible if you were, let's say, you could live for 1,000 years, but then you got in a rocket and flew, I don't know, 20 light years away or whatever, how long it is, and then you came back to Earth. Your age would be completely different because the Earth time would have been different to the time you've spent. I can't explain it properly.
Watch Interstellar. That sort of does a good job of.
I've not seen that. But it was
you know what's in Interstellar?
No.
Go watch it.
But yeah, it's like you can be away from Earth so long, but come back and everyone's older than you.
Alright. Last question, then I'm gonna leave it. Okay. What are you interested in that most people haven't heard of? For me, it's probably going to be music, so something like The Heavy or something like that. Everyone knows The Heavy.
I don't know.
You don't know, mate?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Think about that one.
That no one's ever heard of it. I don't know.
Think about that one, mate. I'll leave you with that. In the meantime, I'm going to go. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget, you can still join us for top 10s and things. So we're doing the thing. Come on, share with us your top 10. We'll discuss your top 10, and then Jan will tell you that you're wrong. Probably. He won't.
Only mine, right?
So get in contact if you want to do that. Those watching YouTube, don't forget, like, subscribe, do all that shit. Those on Twitch now, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Keep it real, and as always, all the toffees. Jam, have a nice honeymoon. No stream probably next week. If there is, there'll be a gaming stream. Some bollocks, mate. Anyway, peace.